Tell John what you think on Twitter at TalkToMeRadioUK. And remember, that's the number 2 in Talk To Me Radio UK.
This is an interesting text. It says, part of the DUP's manifesto, Gaunty, is to cut or abolish the TV licence and reform the BBC. It can't be all bad. I've got to agree with that. Thank you very much indeed. What do you think about Theresa May, then? Trying to do what I'm calling a shoddy deal with the DUP. Where's the future for UKIP? We're going to speak to Anne-Marie Waters about that in a moment. And some people say they're having trouble listening. You shouldn't be, because it's all working. It's all working. Just have a go. Have a go on the website, www.jongaunt.com, or have a go on the app. Can't believe you voted for Corbyn, mate, says Malcolm Garnett. As a Jew, I'd have been very scared about the future of my community. He's an anti-Semite and a terrorist apologist. I can't agree with you on this one, Malky. Malky, that's fine. That's your opinion, and you're perfectly entitled to it. Did you hear the reason why I did it? I did it to give Theresa May a slap. I also did it because I don't want my daughters and my family to be £90,000 in debt. Jon Gaunt, mate. Jon Gaunt, mate. We got cut off. Anyway, die-hard fans will always follow the station. F the plastic fans who lose the plot. 2 amp. Are you one of the people I shouted at today? I don't know what that's about. I do apologise. 020 38 29 1234. John, you usually tell the truth, but you're not in a taxi racing across London. It's effing gridlock. You're right. Well, that's the kind of point I was trying to make. John, I must confess I voted Labour too back in 97. We all fell for Blair's bullshit, didn't we? Thank you. David Vance coming up as well. We've got John in Forest Hill, Massini in Braintree. With you in a couple of moments. Let's just have a quick chat with Anne-Marie Waters. She wanted to stand for UKIP. They wouldn't let her. Looks like she had a lucky escape. She joins me now. Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hi, John. How are you?
Not too bad. You must be pleased they turned you down then after that abysmal performance last night.
Oh, no, but it was an abysmal performance all round, I think, and an abysmal campaign from the Tories. Very uninspiring campaign. Should have gone a lot better than it did.
Yeah.
And I think Theresa May quite lucky to have gotten away with that by the skin of her teeth through a DUP coalition.
Well, I don't think she has got away with it. I think over the weekend the Tories will turn against her. I'm being told she's done this and gone to see the Queen without really consulting anyone. But let's go to UKIP. What was the UKIP collapse all about? And do you think UKIP can be reinvented?
It can be reinvented if it targets itself right, if it speaks the right kind of language. Like I think Labour or UKIP has to do a couple of things. It has to go after Labour in the heartlands of Northern England and has to really go after them. It has to go after them on the breakdown of law and order on the streets. It has to go after them and demand answers from CPS and police and expose corrupt local Labour politicians. This is where you're going to really hit Labour. And it needs to be honest about Islam. You know, jihad is going to be the issue. The political parties are going to be fighting over this for the next decade or more. And, you know, someone has to be there who isn't towing the nothing to do with Islam line. There has to be someone in the fray as this issue becomes more and more urgent and more important, who is representing that voice. He says, no, it has everything to do with Islam. We're tired of this. And there's got to be somebody to do that. And if UKIP can have the courage, it can be that party and it will gain support. And it will gain support also just for having the guts to tell the truth. You know, UKIP went into the last one with great policies on this, but not the ability or the willingness to talk about what needed to be talked about. You can't run an anti-Sharia campaign while saying it's, you know, essentially it has nothing to do with Islam. We need it's that honesty, that edge that people want. And it wasn't there. So the issue itself flopped because the passion wasn't behind it. And there wasn't, it was just, I don't know, also an uninspiring campaign.
Certainly was, and also UKIP. If they're not, as Nigel Farage himself said a few weeks ago, if it's not going to be radical, it hasn't got a purpose, has it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's enough in the centre, and particularly, I mean, there are great policies, as I said, but particularly on this issue, the one it takes the most courage to be honest and truthful about. People are really looking for this. They're looking for some truth. This is why Donald Trump won, I believe, is a massive part of it. They just want someone who'll say what they're thinking, what they think they're not allowed to hear or say. They want it. They want to hear some honesty and some passion. And it's not coming from anywhere at the moment that I can see, and it certainly wasn't coming from the UKIP leadership, I'm sorry to say.
Good talking to you, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie,
you didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.